day, Leo. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo. If you have Leo anywhere in your birth chart, there is a message here for you. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. Also, Leo, I did want to talk a little bit about my readings. In my readings, I do try to provide you with as much information as I can. So if you're watching or going through this reading, do pay close attention to the screen. Many times in the screen, I will post additional information, additional thoughts that I have come across. Sometimes I'll post additional information about a card that we have talked about, or sometimes additional clarity that I may come across as I'm editing or going through the reading. And I do believe that knowledge is power. The more information that I can share with you, the more information that we have, the better decisions we can make in our lives and on our life's path. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. Also, Leo, this month, the first quarter moon moves through the sign of Sagittarius. As that moon moves through the coordinates or the constellation of Sagittarius, we will be focusing or thinking about goals, about our life's mission, or even about the meaning of life, or how to add meaning to our lives. Also, as that sun moves through Sagittarius, we will have more optimism. So even if we're facing issues, facing challenges, we can expect to be a little more optimistic. And what that is actually Spirit encouraging us to find or to stay on our soul's path. And the underlying message, the underlying meaning, the underlying tone, the base of this reading is the Knight of Wands. And look, you do have some, oh, you have one Wands here. It's about, the Wands is about the element of fire. And the Knight of Wands, and we see his horse mastering what it is that we do have, using what it is that we do have. Let's see how that Knight of Wands plays into the rest of this reading here for you, Leo. You do have a lot of wands here. We start off with the Three of Wands, which is looking to the future, and the Seven of Wands, which is about protection. And I see beautiful Sun card and the High Priestess card. New opportunities are coming in for you this month, and you're being guarded about those. Why are you being guarded about those? Stay positive. Yes, there's a lot of action here. That's what we're getting here for you, Leo. There's new opportunities on the horizon. There's new opportunities coming in for you. Spirit is asking you to take action. Think positive. And stay focused on what it is that you bring to the table. Stay focused on what it is that you bring to the table. Less words and more action. And so I think that there's been a lot of words, there's been a lot of talk. I don't see any swords here, but there's been a lot of words, there's been a lot of talk, but there hasn't been any action. And I think that there hasn't been any action because you haven't been focusing or looking at what you bring to the table. Or if you have been focusing and you are aware of what you bring to the table, it's like, okay, you brought it to the table, now let's get it on the plates. And so it's almost like your words require action. These words require action. And you need to stay committed to see a plan through. So you've been so guarded that you haven't been seeing a plan through. It's like, oh yeah, you have an opportunity, you have a thought, you have an idea, and then you not taking the action to see things through. And if you took the time and you made the action to see things through, you would receive the sun. And the sun card is just a beautiful, wonderful energy of the card, or of the tarot. Less words, more action. Action, action, action. That Knight of Wands, and these wands here are asking for action. For everybody, it's a little bit different on what actions need to be taken. But it's almost like you have the plan. You have the plan. There's been a plan put in place. It's been talked about. It's been written. It is, but we need movement. We need movement. We have an idea. We have a plan. We need movement now. Nothing is going to happen unless somebody moves, unless somebody does something. In your home life, in your private life, in your personal life, there's that Page of Wands. It is okay to have a difference of opinion with those that are closest to you. It's not that we're having a difference of opinion that matters. It's how we react, or how we choose to react to those differences of opinions that matter. You or someone very close to you has overreacted to a difference of opinion. And this has caused someone to react or to think negatively. This has caused negative energy, a negative reaction. But staying open and staying positive will help sort out this agreement. staying focused on the big picture. And I think, again, that is why the Knight of Swords is showing up for you here, Leo. It is asking you to take action. The words have been spoken. The situation has been put on the table. But there's some action that needs to be taken by you. And I don't know if that action is... Yes, look at that. That action is staying positive. Staying positive and looking at the big picture. Again, it is okay to have a difference of opinions. You know, and I think I just talked about that a little bit in the Cancer's reading. I don't see the Cancer card here, but I'm going to also click a link or post a link to the Cancer reading at the end of this video. I do believe if you watch that Cancer reading, there will be a message in there for you as well. I think because we're talking about a difference of opinion, and we're talking about how it is okay to have a different opinion from those that are closest to us. We don't have to agree. We don't always have to have the same thoughts. We don't have to always be on the same path, the same life's path. We can each be separate individuals within ourselves and still be together but separate, focusing in on the big picture. I think we got so caught up, Leo, in some minute detail on one little aspect that we lost sight of the big picture. And Spirit at this time is asking you to stay focused in, or to look at the big picture. Look at the big picture here, Leo, and it is asking for action on your part. I think that you are the one that is going to need to initiate the peace talks, so to speak. You are the one that is going to need to initiate a truce. And or perhaps maybe you have initiated a truce and the words are out there, and now it's actually asking you to follow through. It's asking you to follow through and stick with the plan. So maybe you have already had this disagreement. Maybe you've already reached an agreement, reached a truth, and now it's time to take action and follow through. The other person is waiting for you to follow through with what you said that you were going to do. Or are you waiting for someone to follow through with what they said that they were going to do? So even if you're waiting for somebody else to follow through, somebody does need to initiate. Somebody does need to take that first step. And I think that first step is you. Nothing is going to happen until you take that first step. Final thoughts, final messages for the sign of Leo. Look at this. And we have that Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician card, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, breaking free. So that is the only words card that I have here, and it's breaking free of the words. Cutting the ties that bind. Cutting the ties that bind and taking a chance on taking that first step. Cutting the ties that bind, taking that first step makes all the magic and brings in the happiness and the balance that you receive. Take time to find your equilibrium. I think this home situation has you off balance a little bit. And take time to find your equilibrium. Take time to find that balance. Take time to find that centeredness. You know, a good 5-minute meditation, you cannot be a good 5-minute meditation to bring us back to our center, to bring us back into balance. And that is a message that I have for Leo. Thank you, Leo. You have a blessed week.